Do you ever wake up in the middle of the night with a cold and can't get back to sleep? You're not alone. According to the National Sleep Foundation, people with colds are almost twice as likely to have difficulty sleeping. In this video, we will discuss some of the reasons why you may be having trouble sleeping when you have a cold and offer some tips on how to get better rest. Colds make it difficult to fall asleep. Colds can be a major disruption to your sleep cycle, but did you know that this increase in sleep disruption could actually help fight it off? If you've ever felt those moments of being extremely hot, then suddenly freezing cold, it's your body attempting to fight off the cold. Commonly called a fever, it's a common symptom of viral colds and infections. A fever raises the body's temperature, making it a less favorable environment for an infection to grow, while shivering helps the body maintain this higher temperature by keeping you more active. So despite the uncomfortable sensation and feeling you will never get back to sleep, your body is actually trying to help you recover. When the body is simultaneously combating a cold, it appears to actively suppress deep sleep, known as REM, in order to effectively battle viruses and illnesses. Although we need more research to understand the correlation between sleep and cold viruses, for now, do as your doctor says when treating a cold, or check out this video on some quick tips on how to get rid of a cold and fast. A quick history lesson. Historically, breathing through our nose is our preferred mechanism, yet as we have evolved, we've become a world of mouth breathers. As such, the nose is now not the first line of defense, which means we've become more susceptible to colds and allergies. Our cavemen ancestors solely breathed through their nostrils. They were more healthy, stronger, and attuned to their senses as a result of using their sense of smell as their main organ. Prevention is better than cure. The good news about colds and sleeping is this: getting more sleep will keep your colds at bay. Research has found that people who get less than 7 hours of sleep are more likely to get sick. One interesting fact is that a lack of sleep can drastically reduce the effectiveness of vaccines. So make sure you're well rested if you're planning on getting any vaccinations. If you want to avoid getting sick, you should try to get enough sleep on a regular basis. This is because most adults only have 2 to 3 colds a year, while kids tend to get up to 8. So make sure to get enough sleep each night. It's an investment in your health that will pay off every day. But why is sleeping with a cold so hard? A stuffy nose at night or a continuous runny nose makes it difficult to breathe due to mucus congestion. It seems quite disgusting, but all that snotty excess needs to find a home in a tissue, and if you think swallowing it is a good idea, think again. For a healthy person, catching a cold is little more than an annoyance. Some people resort to nasal strips. I personally have not had any success here. Products that work and those that don't. I have found steamers and nasal decongestants provide the fastest relief, so my advice is to repeatedly steam your face as much as you can handle throughout the day, and once especially before bed. Add a couple of drops of albus oil to the water to loosen the mucus buildup. One other product you may have come across is Vicks. Vicks Vapor Rub is a type of medicine that you rub on your skin. It has different ingredients like camphor, eucalyptus oil, and menthol. You usually put it on your throat or chest. But here is the thing, it does not relieve nasal congestion. Vapor Rub's strong menthol scent might trick your brain into thinking you have an unclogged nose. Alternatively, decongestant tablets and nasal sprays that you can buy without a doctor's prescription may help to reduce the swelling in your nose by narrowing the blood vessels in your nose's lining. So, here is how to fall asleep when you have a cold. When you're sick, a hot shower or a warm bath might make a big difference in how you feel. If you're having trouble breathing through your nose, prop up your head with some pillows while you sleep to open the airways and ensure there are no blockages. You can also try sleeping in different positions. Side sleeping is usually pretty comfortable when you're not feeling well. And, speaking of comfort, avoid sleeping on your stomach or back when you're sick. Establish a well-designed sleep environment. There's nothing more comfortable than easing into clean sheets when you're unwell, and freshly washed pajamas and dressing gowns come in at a close second. Swap out your bed sheets or ask a relative to help you if you're not feeling up to it. When sleeping with a cold, keep your room at a cozy temperature of around 60 degrees Fahrenheit for optimum comfort. And get a humidifier. A humidifier can improve moisture in the air to lessen symptoms and might even decrease nasal congestion due to a cold or flu. Adding water vapor to the atmosphere seems to make it simpler to breathe when you have a runny nose and a cough that's dry. Remember, routine is everything. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. This will help your body get used to a set routine, and when your internal body clock realizes this, you will sleep better. What if you can't sleep because of coughing too? Cough. 3 seconds later, cough. 2 seconds later, cough. 1 second later, cough. And a passive-aggressive jab to the rib from your partner as a sign for you to stop coughing. Coughing is mind-blowingly irritating combined with a cold. You usually just lie there thinking, I might never sleep again. If you are struggling, your best bet is to get up and soothe it. The smart ones will have a stash of throat lozenges and sprays on their bedside table. But if you can't sleep because of a cough, have a warm cup of water and lemon to relax your throat. One we swear by is MANUKA honey. It's a bit pricey, but the antibacterial properties found in honey of this kind are worth every cent. Also, for those of you who can't function without coffee being your first drink of the day, you need to cut it out when you are unwell. It's best to enjoy caffeine-free drinks when you're sleeping with a cold. Broth and herbal teas are best. Also, avoid hot chocolate or any extra teaspoons of sugar, as this will only aggravate your throat. Time for a hot and steamy shower. Before you think we're advising anything naughty, let's stick to the main theme: why you can't sleep when you have a cold. This is one of the more effective ways to feel better when you're unwell. Not only can a hot shower or bath help break up congestion, but the heat and steam also draw out toxins from your body while relaxing every muscle. Are you tossing and turning trying to fight off a cold? It's difficult to sleep when your throat is dry and scratchy from coughing. On top of that, many times a cold will come with body aches, making the situation even worse. A cold is just a gift that keeps on giving, but when it keeps you awake, it can drive you crazy. It's usually best to let a cold virus run its course. It might not seem like the right strategy, but it is the best. What tips do you have when it comes to getting to sleep with a cold? Let us know in the comments below.